participant from the playoff last year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The Red Raiders will have it first and 10. Got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. He wants to change this route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. With the catch, it's Joyner. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the air on second and 10. This time he's got it. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Red Raiders trying to cash it in on first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raider. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Black. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They're dealing with a second and long. The run from the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Hunt is on its way. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start, now to see if they can answer on this drive. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab, it's Kearney. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinal! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. the agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. In the red area, it's Davis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Gonna swing it on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help tack on this third down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Stanford! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already going back and forth, and they have a 3-point lead up 17-14. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Red Raiders have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. This time it's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. First play of the period, 1st down here. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Kearney. Smashes through the tackle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
It's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Stanford wants to push the pace.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the returner will be brought down. Offense with jumbo personnel. They'll ride Davis here. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On target to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Finds his man. It's Kearney. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. There he goes! And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Grab near the marker. It's Hudson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Hudson. And Billy's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Quick strike complete. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Joyner. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Working that left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so this receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
And the Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's loose down the middle. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Stanford. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, David, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking downfield on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Kearney. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down. Clock's running. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top of the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Stone. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Joyner. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Red Raider. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And on 1st down, they sent the field goal team out, I guess hoping to cause confusion and delay and some type of befuddlement. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Quick completion on the out. On the move at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to throw again. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Black. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Trying to move them on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got a little space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Stanford quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
Gives it on the option. Finds a little space. Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll ride the hot hand. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. He'll do it himself. Makes a man miss. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Handoff from the gun. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
After the run, now to throw. Touchdown, Cardinal! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Red Raider. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback size, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Complete to start this drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. The short hands, it's Coleman. Pick up a 5, they'll need 5 more on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Charles. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. And the pummeling has started.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Motion from the back. He'll start this drive going to the air. Looking down the middle. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Finding open areas. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to run. It's Charles. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Trying to get the corner. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And as we start the fourth quarter, they'll try to knock three through the uprights. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Blasted as he lets it go.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The give to the fullback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Fullback's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. The give to the fullback. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Fights off a defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And some room to work. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. Kick is in the air. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Wasting no time pulling on this drive. They've got the screen set up. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to went through to the end, but this is window dressing. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going, and he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree.